Hi, everybody, and welcome to last week of risk management for outdoor professionals. Happy Labor Day. So for this week, we're going to look at risk management plans. The main thing we're going to be working on is that risk management worksheet, the final risk management exercise. So I just wanted to give a little bit of a preview on that and talk through the parts of it to set everyone up for success. So the assignment makes sense, and it actually really does pull together the whole part of the course, the field component of mountain orientation, but also some of the theory that we've been doing online before we went backpacking and after we went backpacking. Before we do that, just review discussion boards from week 2. So last week we had 2 discussions. If you didn't get a chance to participate in them, it is still worth the time to go back and read through them. We talked about standards of practice and the link between SOP, or standards of practice, and risk management. And as you're working through your risk management plan for your final exercise, I think incorporating some sort of SOP is going to be really important. It's a best practice to incorporate standards of practice, but it also, from a risk management standpoint, it ensures that everyone working under your risk management plan has a baseline set of credentials. And that could be as simple as ensuring everyone has a woofer or a certain amount of experience in the field. So just bear that in mind. I'd go back and read through some of the posts that really make the link between standards of practice and risk management. The other thing you'll probably want to do before you work on your risk management plan is to review that video that I posted in week 2. The video is from Canadian mountain guide Grant Stratham. He talks about risk. He uses a variety of terms, but what he does, it's what he talks about that the reading, the Eamon and Brown reading also highlights is this balance of likelihood and consequence. So it's all about, how likely something's going to happen and what's the consequence. And so reviewing Grant's video and transferring that to the risk management plan worksheet is going to be really helpful. There's a whole section where you divide up the risks and you categorize them by how likely they're going to be and how hazardous they could be if they were to occur. Great, so to go into that final risk management plan exercise, we call it the DIM worksheet because you're going to develop, implement, and manage a risk management plan. So just to break that down, in the development side of things, that's part 1 of the risk management sheet. You do not need to write incomplete sentences. I know the assignment list says write incomplete sentences, and that's for all other parts of the risk management sheet. But for the first part, when you're developing your risk management plan, you just need to answer the prompts. And the prompts, there's kind of 3 themes of prompts. You identify the risks, you classify the risks, and then you treat them. You figure out some way to treat them or to mitigate them. So that's the first part of the DIM sheet. The second part is the implementation. 1 to 2 paragraphs. How are you going to implement your risk management plan? The third part is the management, 1 to 2 paragraphs of how you're going to manage your risk management plan. And then last part of that risk management plan is a course reflection, 1 to 2 pages double spaced, that talks about how you view risk now after having this course. And we'll revisit some of that, some of those criteria coming up. But just to revisit that DIM worksheet, you're going to complete the DIM worksheet. You're going to develop, implement, and manage this whole parts of a risk management plan for mountain orientation. So that's the theme, Out 112. We were backpacking. You were exposed to a variety of risks. We managed them, but I want you to complete this worksheet in the context of mountain orientation. So let's go ahead and just look. I'll bring up the DIM worksheet right here. So this is the final assignment, the risk management exercise. So here's the development side. As I said, this does not need to be in complete sentences. You're going to develop the risk management plan for Out 112, mountain orientation. So you identify the risks. You're going to identify a whole host of risks, property, income, liability, personnel. And then you're going to kind of sort those hazards You're going to classify the risks, and this is where we talk about likelihood and consequence. You're going to deal with frequency and kind of the amount of loss, and that basically likelihood and consequence is what we're dealing with here on this chart. And then how are you going to treat that risk? Avoid, transfer, accept, or reduce. These are our 4 ways that we use to treat risk. Implementation side of things. Describe how the risk management plan will best be implemented. 1 to 2 paragraphs, complete sentences. Manage the risk management plan. How are you going to manage it, monitor and manage it, ensure that it's in place, ensure that the policies work. You can think of it as a big picture assessment, like a global assessment of your risk management plan. 1 to 2 paragraphs, complete sentences. And the last part is the risk management reflection, 1 to 2 page double-space reflection on risk management plans. It is this will take some time, this exercise, so do not leave it to the last minute. So this is from the assignment list. It's 200 points is what this assignment is worth. Development is 50 points, implement is 50 points, manage is 50 points, and your reflection is 50 points for a total of 200 points. For that reflection, what you've learned about risk management, how you view risk differently, where do you see yourself with regards to institutional risk management, and any thoughts, realizations, or breakthroughs that you'd like to share about risk management. So that's kind of that's what the reflection is about. This assignment I think it's really fun. You get to revisit mountain orientation, and you get to break down all the different components of it, sort through it, and come up with this risk management plan. So have fun with it. Give yourself a few days. I chip away at it as the week goes on to make sure you can get it into me by September 7th. So don't forget your course reflection on the discussion board. You can cut and paste part of your final reflection in the DIM worksheet into the discussion board. It's a chance for you to share any final thoughts. Your work is due on September 7th in the assignment Dropbox. I'd prefer it if you send it to me in the Dropbox versus the D2L message or an email. If you can't figure out the Dropbox or it's not working, you can always email it to me or internal message on D2L. You can always get it to me. Just make sure you get it to me by 11:59 on September 7th. The assignment Dropbox is nice because then I can upload the final draft with some comments on it. But that's it for this week. Enjoy the work and have a great week. Thanks for all the hard work, the ongoing hard work in this course. And I look forward to seeing everybody's posts. Thanks so much.